Returning home becomes a challenge for the kids when their search for a ship brings them face to face with lost children from another world. On Dungeons and Dragons, next.
And now, this message.
You can wish upon a star fairy.
I've been so busy granting wishes, I'm tired. Let's fly home to the land of wish come true, and you ride Lavender.
Lavender, the magical unicorn, Jazz and True Love each sold separately.
Mom left at the clouds. Now Lavender needs to be brushed. She's beautiful. Your turn to ride. 'Cause the only thing more fun than flying is flying on Lavender.
Lavender, the magical unicorn, and Star Fairies each sold separately from Tonka.
This is CBS.
There is so much in the land for a fun and plan on Dutch Wonderland.
Dutch Wonderland is a trip into space. Some splashes, too. Some goodies to eat. A giggle or two. Some thrills and some chills. An adventure, it's true. It's all right here just waiting for you. Dutch Wonderland is your family's fun park.
There is so much in the land for a fun and plan on Dutch Wonderland.
Dutch Wonderland, Route 30 east of Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Quincy, weekdays at 4 on Channel 10.
She's there.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons. How do you start this thing? Eric, duck!
Fools! You will never escape.
Dungeons and Dragons will return after these messages.
At last, I've got He-Man trapped with my walls of evil.
Oh, yeah? Bashosaurus bashes evil away!
Skeletor, He-Man figures, and Bashosaurus vehicle each sold separately.
Bash away!
Bashosaurus, Bashosaurus.
Next bash is on you, bone face.
Bashosaurus, new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Not for use with some figures, each toy sold separately. From Mattel.
Hi, I brought Rainbow Bright to meet you. Rainbow Bright? Who's she? She's my friend, and she has the power of the rainbow to make you happy. She's beautiful. Look at her hair, and her purple star, and shiny dress. Rainbow Bright, you make me happy. Rainbow Bright makes everyone happy.
Rainbow Bright has a purple star on her cheek and a rainbow star on her dress. She's by Mattel.
And now, back to Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons will return after these messages.
The ultimate evil, Darkseid, attacks. His horde of villains spread chaos and destruction. But now they face Earth's mightiest heroes. The Superpowers Collection explodes into battle. It's Kenner's Superpowers Collection. Figures with power action, each sold separately.
Who's that? It's the ultimate evil Darkseid and his henchman Steppenwolf. Squeeze him, its power action is awesome. Bet they're no match for Superman or Red Tornado. We shall see.
The Superpowers Collection. Superman, Red Tornado, Steppenwolf, Darkseid, and other figures with power action, each sold separately from Kenner.
My Little Pony, Megan and Sundance.
They go together everywhere.
My Little Pony, Megan and Sundance.
I love to comb their beautiful hair.
Megan and Sundance, so pretty together.
It's fun to put Megan in poses too.
My Little Pony, Megan and Sundance.
You're beautiful, Megan. You too, Sundance.
My Little Pony, Megan and Sundance. From Hasbro.
Today, the family struggles against danger in a strange land when they encounter an alien power.
You've got to help us, Eagle!
Journey to the land of the lost. Today.
And now, back to Dungeons and Dragons. And now, these messages.
When you hug 'em, when you squeeze 'em, when your hugs alone can please 'em, you feel the love of the Hug-A-Bunch.
The Hug-A-Bunch, each sold separately. Imkins with Nuzzler, Huggins with Hug-A-Bye, Tickles with Giglet.
There goes Imkins practicing our bear hugs. Huggins, I have a special hug too. Tickles, your tickle hugs make Giglet laugh. Good work. Ready for more? Yay! Let's hug.
Hug-A-Bunch friends, each sold separately with a Huglet. Imkins with Nuzzler, Huggins with Hug-A-Bye, Tickles with Giglet. New from Kenner.
A photo booth. I think I'll try it. What a great shot of me. And the McDonald's Happy Meal, guys? Surprise! Hamburger. Right! And soft drink. All regular size. You got the picture.
E.T.'s going home with me.
Now when you buy a McDonald's Happy Meal, you get games and cutouts about E.T., the extraterrestrial, on the box. Plus one of 4 E.T. posters, a different one each week. McDonald's Happy Meal boxes featuring E.T.
And now, this message.
Inside the city of Toothopolis.
Our powerful secret weapon, Advanced Formula Crest Gel, is ready.
And just in time as...
Cavity creeps attacking. Pull out the Crest teeth.
Holes and teeth.
Crest Gel, Crest Gel.
Crest Gel with fluorostat ready, sir.
Fire away.
Repelled by Crest Gel.
Yeah. Watch sweets.
See your dentist.
And fight the cavity creeps with our great tasting secret weapon.
Advanced Formula Crest Gel.
What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good Monday, if there is such a thing. I'm not even going to waste time. I got my man Morbid backstage here. I'm going to bring him up right now, actually. What's up, homie?
Oh, wait, I'm not camera ready. How dare you? Let me put some makeup on.
That's why I asked you to be here. That's why I asked you to be here. So this isn't totally fucking depressing.
Hey, sir, before you start, how you been doing? Anything new lately?
Apparently, I slept through it.
All right, go ahead. Sorry. I'm getting coffee here, so.
Right on. So you and I have been texting and whatever, and so apparently on your live stream, was drinking, and as there usually is, and apparently I had said something that made a lot of people mad. And what's really funny about that, because I want to be really, really clear, this is something I told you on the phone. I was going to do that anyway. I have gotten to a point where there are certain parts of this platform where my interaction with certain people makes me feel like a phony fuck. And I don't like feeling like a phony fuck. So I want to distance myself from those people.
Fine, I'll go.
And I want to be clear, like this guy, I know this is not the content I normally do here, guys. And before I even get any further about it, those of you who are sticking with me and are here, I cannot tell you how grateful I am for you. you guys being here right now with this bullshit content that I have to do. I have to sit here and fucking clean up a mess, and you guys are here for it, and that means everything to me. I can't even express it. Yeah, man, like it's just been crazy. I didn't even know that Queen Bee went live about me until you told me. And like I said, I slept through it. I haven't watched it, but I got the gist. Yeah, see, Makeup Mobster. That's why I love Makeup Mobster. Makeup Mobster does not go where the weather's nice. She doesn't go with the herd. She just goes where she wants to be. And look, go ahead, please.
Well, I have a lot to say about this. Number one, it's so stupid. Okay, I don't even know what people are talking about here. What's a big deal about that? Glaire's a dickhead and a horrible lover. I know this firsthand. It's like, I don't know. It's just so silly and stupid. And I told Glaire he's the teenage heartthrob. You know, back in the 80s and 90s, you had Teen Bop, those stupid teenage magazines, heartthrob magazines, in the grocery stores. I guess he's on the cover every month, every day. And I don't know why people make such a big deal out of this. It's so stupid. This is YouTube.
No,
This is.
I'm there in Dietz's live. She's talking about it. And I love Dietz. I got nothing against Dietz. But everyone was up there acting like I traumatized people. Like, what the fuck was going on?
Well, you do come on camera and do those silly dances. That is pretty traumatizing. I'd be more upset about that if I was in, Let's be real here.
Jesus Christ. Like, it's fucking exhausting. And all it makes me do is be like, well, this is exactly why I said what I said. Like, here's the thing. Again, guys, I apologize. This is not the kind of content you normally log on here for. I just feel like things need to be said before I continue with my channel, since everyone seems to be dropping out, and that's cool. I told people to do that. The right people are dropping out, as far as I'm concerned.
They'll be back. Give it 6 months to a year. I always say that.
Not them, hopefully more, because
they will. They will.
I
it's
do
the
care
internet.
about...
They always come back. Right. Remember the Jewish lady from New York, Dame DeFur? She came back. She came back like 10 times that night. They come back. They always do. And we love you, Jewish. We love you, Dame Cook, Dame DeFur. All right, I'm gonna shut up. I lost my glasses.
Man.
Where are my fucking glasses? They're on my head.
If you had glasses on, you'd be able to see them.
They're on my fucking head. I was looking on my cat. All right. Sorry.
Right. And the whole thing was just, it's just so funny. Like, the whole thing was that, people logged on to that stream knowing it to be funny, knowing it to be comedy, most of it. I was the one that got serious, but the thing is I'm not going to lie. There are people on this platform that I can't fucking stand. And I want to be clear. I don't have anything against Queen Bee anymore. Like, she's stayed on her end of things. I've stayed on mine, and she has been not doing the nefarious shit that I knew her to do prior. And that's why I have not said anything, very bad about her. But the people that she associates with, they just come with her, and it's not her fault, but they come with her, and I can't stomach those people anymore. I just fucking can't do it. I can't sit here and pretend and act all civil towards people that I don't want to be civil to. Why the fuck should I?
And you have every right to be, because you have a personal thing or experience back when that nobody else really knows about, or probably doesn't even care about, or making a big deal out of it now. But that's something you experience, right? So, like, if you had stuff going back and forth with that person, it's like, she has animosity towards you or hate, and vice versa, then oh well, shit happens. That's life, man. See, if we were all honest and not fake, all of us would not have any friends. Let's be honest. If you can't control yourself, you'll never have friends in real life. If you're truly honest with that person, we'd all be lonely. No one would like us if we were truly honest as human beings, okay? The shit that comes out of our mouths.
And what's really funny is, I feel like you can relate to this. I prefer people being honest with me no matter what, brutally, whatever. I would prefer that. I don't want people kissing my ass just because I don't want that. I have no patience for people just trying to read things and what's the best possible thing to say. It frustrates the hell out of me, dude. To watch people do this, and then when I say something that's actually real, like I'll give you an example. Like I was on Dietz's chat, I was on her panel today, and I really like Dietz, don't get me wrong, but I'm listening to everything, and if I had said what was on my mind, I would have just been totally attacked by everyone because they would have accused me of attacking Dietz. But I'm listening to people go, oh my God, this is not what this is supposed to be, and blah, blah, blah. And this makes me so sad. And I'm like thinking, no, you motherfuckers love this. You fucking eat it up. Stop it. And the fact is, maybe Dietz didn't understand, like that's fine. But the thing is like, she got so upset, but dude, you named your live stream, all the fires around YouTube or something like that. I don't know what she did. I don't know what she called it, but it was clearly about this topic, not just me, but other things that are going on YouTube. Her channel name is Dietz on the Streets, and she opened up her panel. So all of a sudden it's like, well, Dietz is traumatized, because of all of the hate that's going on. It's like, well, control it. If you don't want that on your channel, don't have it. And that's the thing is, Dietz is fucking awesome. Like, if you watch her cover a case, and if like, as far as fact checking goes, there's nobody better. Almost. She's equal.
Yeah, she's really good.
She's amazing at that.
Brian Upchurch thing she did, the amazing fact checking, that was really good.
Surgical. Yeah. Yeah. So, but at the same time, it was just like everyone was just so traumatized and upset about what's going on YouTube and on the YouTube streets. And I somehow traumatized people because I told them to unsub from me if they support the idiots that I feud with. I don't want to feud with them anymore.
I challenge these same people. Rewatch the live stream and just listen to everybody. Listen to yourself. I hate listening to myself. I can't really watch replays. I hate my voice. Like, I know people like it, but I just cringe, man. I can't do it because I put too much pressure on myself. I always second guess. I'm like, oh, I should have said this. I should have done this. And then I'm in a hellhole of depression, so I don't listen.
Right, yeah.
But
I it's the same with me.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, I understand you, but come on.
I'll go over streams to go look at the chat because a lot of times I'm reviewing a video. I have a different screen up. I can't see the chat. Like right now, my phone charger's fucked and my phone's dead, so I can't look at the chat here. But I don't think I'm going to be going over any videos. It's just me and you, so I can see the chat now. But normally I'll go back to check the chat and see what was going on and get the vibe of what, because I don't care about my subs, right?
But the challenge is just watch that stream that you did and be like, objective. Just be like, okay, what is the problem here? What actually is the big deal here? And then you're going to laugh. See, that's what I do on my channel is just break this shit up, kick your feet up on a little ottoman or whatnot and just sit back and enjoy the ridiculousness because truly anything that happens here is pretty ridiculous, especially like that. Unless you're talking about some serious thing like you do sometimes, on true crime cases, which, by the way, I don't do. I will not do any more on this new channel that I have because it's the People's Channel. But, I think if they really listen back to what they actually said and everybody else here, just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Really? Life has come down to this. Is true crime news slow this month and last month that we have to talk about Mr. Teen Beeper Bopper over here? I don't know.
It's
silly.
stupid. It's
you got to
fucking
laugh
dumb.
about
Like,
that, though.
and,
But whatever.
You know, you look at all the other shit. Nerd Report, thanks, man. What is he saying? That's Lewis, by the way. I thought Morbid's channel was meant to be fun. Why are people so uptight? Right. And, you know, I have to take some accountability for that, Lewis. I have to take a little accountability for that because there are people that showed up in the chat and they will sit there and make
bashing Will over the head left and right.
Yeah.
Attacking him.
And I'm just like, okay, if you have something to fucking say, come up. He opened the panel. Don't be passive aggressive. I don't respect passive aggressive. I respect aggressive. And so when I'm aggressive towards people, believe it or not, I feel like I'm doing them an extension of respect. I'm respecting them to a certain degree because you're not going to have to guess what I'm feeling. You're going to know. And I would prefer people are the same way with me. Anybody. Like,
yeah, Glaire's not like a superhero. By God, he's not. He's not.
No,
in bed, though. In bed. Right. He chokes me and he calls me a cunt. I love it. But did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. We're live. Okay. But he's no super. He's a human being just like the rest. So, of course, it's going to hurt him or whatever. I don't know. He's got to fucking pass with these people. You know, if my trolls were in there, maybe I'd be triggered. Probably not anymore. I don't care. But I have been years past. So I'm a human being too. I mean, what? We have emotions. Hell, if people are emotional about Will, what his performance, because maybe it was right? Maybe it was scripted. Maybe people won't know. Was the show scripted or not? Okay.
My whole thing is that I can't go into someone's chat or go on their panel without these people showing up because they're all part of this one part of the community. All I'm saying is I want to distance myself from that part of the community because I don't want to have to sit there and act like I have to be. I don't want to sit there and be civil to people for the sake of, you know, making people comfortable. I don't like those people. Fuck those people.
Yeah, come to my channel and donate to the People's Grift.
Right.
Because that's all we care about.
And then I'm a bad guy because I kept timing her out. And, you know, I did that just to fucking...
Well, that was kind of a softy move, buddy.
I know.
You'd be a little soft there.
But I kept telling her to come up, right? And let's be honest.
It was funny, but it was soft,
right,
you know.
Right.
Funny.
You like it. Yeah, you like it when I abuse the wrench. It makes you laugh.
You're naughty.
But, I mean, you know... That's all I was doing. I mean, if you've got something to say, come on up. And then it was like, oh, well, you're attacking her and you won't leave her alone. I'm like, dude, I'm not the one making fucking video after video. And now that she's getting this attention, she puts the videos back up after she took them down because now she gets the chance to show everyone who the Glairer really is. And it's just like, dude, you know, this is somebody who I trusted with my channel, basically.
Right.
I explained this on your live. This is somebody who I was very close to, and it was purely professional, just to make that clear. But I trusted her with every information, and when I was being doxxed by people on Critical K's mod team, when I was being doxxed by them. I asked her to, okay, give me your worst docs. Here's all my information. Find out, show me whatever they're going to come up with. You know, so I trusted her with that. No. Cherry is fine. I don't even know where Cherry is. She knew I was going live, but she's not here.
Yeah, I'm going to get some more coffee here.
Yeah, right on.
Just in case you think, where's this guy? Okay.
So, you know, and then I find out that many of these people who run their content just trash talking me, which is fine. I have no problem with that. To a certain degree, I enjoy it. You know, it's nice. You know, it's kind of like, oh, you're thinking about me. But then when, you know, then I find out that my right-hand moderator was hanging out in back chats with these people and talking shit. And then for some reason, the people who she associates with now, somehow I'm a liar about that. even though the people who she associates with now is proof that I was right about it. And it's like, it's just, and then she still wants to like play victim. And that's fine. She can do that all she wants. And people can talk shit about me all they want. But I don't want those people following me. I want to hold myself to a higher standard, to where this shit that we're doing now and getting out of the way is not something that they log on for. I don't want that kind of subscriber. Take that shit over there. And that's fine. And if that's something you enjoy, that's fine. If you enjoy drama between creators, cool. Nobody's faulting you for that. I'm saying that I simply don't want to be associated with it.
Yeah.
And now somehow I'm the bad guy and I have no respect for my subs. And it's like, no, I mean,
embrace the bad guy role. And like I told Will many times, I said, you just can't get rid of these people. They're like herpes. They keep coming back. And, but you want to make that absolutely clear. Hey, I do need to clarify something, though. So the last live stream, I had to cut out 2 hours, and there was some kid that on YouTube that had us all, tricked me for sure. Yeah, I'm no rookie, but I got tricked. Anyhow, that's not the point.
I didn't see it coming at all. Like that shit. Yeah, crazy.
But there was we did like an 8+ hour stream, which is ridiculous in itself. Funny at most parts. But the last 2 hours, it was that porn bomb shit. And instead of me scrubbing through almost 9 hours of content looking for those moments and me shitting on the ladies unfairly because I thought I was tricked, I thought it was them, so I was bashing them over the heads publicly, which I apologize for in my community post. Instead of scrubbing through that shit and working at, just cut off the end part is so easy. It's like a click away and my life is done. I still have that live stream. And no, because people in comments were saying, oh, Will, because he's Will's friend. That's why he did it. Because, Will was a piece of shit, 2 hours prior to that. So, and I already knew people are going to clip it up. And they did, of course. So, and it's okay. I don't copyright strike anyone. I let anybody have my clips and they could play it at whatever speed they want. It's okay. I'm good. I'll never do copyright strikes. So basically, Will never told me or asked me, dude, can you take that shit out? Okay. He never said that. And that's the reason. But people are going to twist it and say,
I've always said, and those that have followed me for a long time know this, we are all accountable for the words that come out of our mouths. I'm not going to sit here and cry and moan about losing subs. I said unsub, right? So what I'm saying, though, is this is more of it's kind of a couple of parts here. Like there's a couple of moving parts here. This is more like, I want to be clear about what you're getting on this channel and what you're not getting specifically. I also want to be clear that I also wanted to just be grateful to those who have common sense and understand what I mean when I say what I mean. And it's not always going to be fluffy magical clouds here. You know what I mean? It's going to get rough. Like the terrain gets rough here sometimes. And I'm a difficult person to like sometimes. And I understand that. But I'm not going to sit here and apologize for something that I meant and as to why. And then I go on channels that, panels of channels that I like. And then it's like, these people just go fucking insane with hatred. And then somehow I'm the one stirring up the hatred when all I'm saying is I'm trying to distance myself from them. Like it's Twilight.
Yeah, no, I get it. But yeah, I just want to clarify that point that Will never asked me to do anything. And no, I'm not doing it just because he's my friend. It was because of those incidents. However, I still have that 9-hour live stream, 8-hour live stream. So if somebody really wants it, whether it's you, Queen Bee, I don't know why you would want it. But if you do, email me. I'll give it to you. And then you could play it to your heart's content on your channels, and you can keep that content, and you can shove it up Dolly's soapy ass. By the way, who did a community post saying he's going to copyright strike anybody that has played his content. So just letting y'all know, Dolly's out. Dolly's out on those YouTube streets, ready to get his copyright down or strike down pen out. Don't make the list. You made the list. Dolly's list.
Yeah. Tell me you want people to talk about you by telling people that you don't want people to talk about you. Like, get real, dude.
I can't wait for Team YouTube to just laugh at all of his copyright strikes that roll in. They're going to be like, spam. Send that to India quickly.
Yeah, like, what happens on Morbid's channel is always going to be different than what I do on my channel.
Two different things. Mine's entertainment comedy strictly. No true crime. We just grift off true crime content creators that do tragedy pimping.
I
You're
grift
different.
off true crime. I grift off true crime creators, but
but in a different sense. Everybody is, but you're making money off of a different thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Putting facts out and not speculating, making shitty theories that destroy victims' families.
And I exploit those who exploit victims. I just exploit them. Like, I mean, there's some comedy to my stuff. Like, I try to be funny to keep the shit entertaining, but at the same time, I take these families of victims and their harassment very seriously. And I'm not going to stop doing that, by the way. This is just, this live stream, like I said, it's not something I normally do, but it's just like, I wanted to have Morbid up here because we were talking behind the scenes about all this. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how do you read the room here? I don't get it. Like, what's the right thing to do here? And like, it was crazy. A bunch of people were like, you don't tell people to unsub, delete your channel. Like, what? No, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm going to stick around just to annoy you.
I think people miss the whole point of this because, I mean, a few people did in comments, really sweet people. Actually, a lot of the people did when we did the live the other night. The most important part was introducing Wendy to a really good community. And when I'm saying we're building a good community, people don't take themselves that seriously, on stupid shit, okay? And make a big deal and just talk about it the next day. Like, why is the Glare always being talked about? His shitty dance moves. We get it. We saw it. Stop it with the traumatizing of... well, again, that you're my super chat thing, so I guess I can't say much there. But I'm just saying, like, people missed the point of that stream.
By the way.
People missed the point of that stream. Some did. And it was Wendy introducing her and our dynamic that we have and the sweetness and the innocence and the wholesomeness of that interview and just interacting with her and us being able to help her buy some new clothes. And thank you all. I think she's upwards to maybe $300+ that night, which is fantastic. I started off with 100 and everybody started rolling it up. And that was really awesome of you guys to do that because I guess she gained some weight and now she needed some new clothes. So, I mean, and she was so happy and thrilled about it. So we made her day and that made my day and that made the Glare's day. I mean, it was awesome. And people even mentioned
let's
comments.
not talk about that. Let's not talk about
no, that was not important. Oh, no.
Yeah. Let's
That's
talk
too
about
human for us.
how the Glare victimized that girl so much.
Special mystery guest? Fuck that. Let's go to the Glare at the end of 2 hours. Or he implodes on someone he clearly doesn't like and has a past with that we all don't care about, honestly. But they do.
Like,
interesting how, you see how it's very selective? They can't really get the goodness out of what happened that night, because that was the segment that I was proud of. Everything else was almost horseshit. Like, I was almost drifting off at one point and just cracking jokes in between, you know.
That Dame person was, you know, mildly entertaining, but like
I actually like Dame. To be honest, she was rolling in, and it was just she was doing the whole show, and I could just bust some jokes in between.
Right.
I was on cruise control at that point. I was like, I did my job with Wendy. I introduced her to a good group of people that actually care and appreciated her.
the only thing I'm pissed off about is myself for just allowing what I was seeing in the chat to annoy me, you know. And you know, the alcohol had something to do with that. I mean, I was drinking whiskey. So,
as if no one's ever done that in the history of YouTube, where they get annoyed by being criticized in the comments by someone they have a past history with.
And someone they want nothing to do with, by the way. But you know,
so it makes sense. Right?
It's so funny that, you know, this person just continues to show up where I'm at, and you know. Now, they won't come here because I think they're hidden from my channel, so they know better, and it would be a waste of time for them to do that. But, you know, it's like, you know, she tries to go around saying, he's obsessed with me. He's obsessed. No, dude, like, you keep showing up and talking shit in the chat. And so that's why I was just like, finally, just fucking come up here. If you're going to, you know what I mean?
Or at least show up with another name that Will might not know or recognize. And he's like, great, I have another hater. Sounds like the one that I dealt with a few years back.
Yeah, and then it's...
Same verbiage.
You know, you can't tell me where to go and blah, blah, blah. I'm not telling you where to go. I'm saying if you have such a problem with me, why do you show up where I'm at? Fuck off.
And I guarantee you, they're going to take this live and spin it again and say, look, they're shitting on us. I don't know if I'm doing... I mean, we're just... whatever, take it. Fuck Wendy, right? I mean, just like that. That they don't care about. That I'm really wholesome. No. Get the fuck out of here. We're not here from wholesome shit.
Right. Yeah.
We're here for the juicy stuff, and you know, I accept that. I like it. You know, I mean, sure, people like it, enjoy it. I mean, to a certain extent. Like I said, it was getting a little boring to me, but because I just wasn't so invested in what was happening. To be honest with you. But I see why you would be, because that's your past in history, and I have a past in history with some idiots, and I'm sure, you know, that would trigger me too. So I'm a fucking human, just like anyone else. So are you.
Nobody included you, Joneson. Don't worry. Nobody did. Cherry just put up, that is Wendy's Cash App link. So yeah, don't give me money. Give Wendy money if you want to.
Actually, you put mine up there. I'm just kidding.
Raise a little money for Wendy. Why not? So if you guys want to donate to Wendy,
it's always a joke.
You know, you can do that. But yeah, man, it's just so fucking dumb, dude. Like, I don't understand the obsession.
Yeah, don't talk about how sweet Glare was to Wendy. Nah, that doesn't. It's not worth two shits. All right, well.
No, and that's the thing is it sucks missed the important part. It sucks because there's some channels that I like that might be considered drama channels, but you know, I like them. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that. But the issue is I just keep running into people that I don't want to see. You know, I don't, you know, and people are like, well, just block them. And it's like, man, you know, but I'm only human. I want to see the lies that are being told about me so I can defend myself. It's only fair, you know? Yeah. So if I block them, I can't see those lies, you know, and it takes a lot for me to actually block somebody as it is, you know? But yeah, the truth is, I mean, people will say, well, you know, just block them. It's that easy. And it's like, well, not when people are telling just outright disgusting lies. Like the link you sent me earlier that this person, the thing is it depends on who it is. Like the person that you sent me the link to and the timestamp, like those were all lies, all lies.
Yeah.
But I was like, I was not affected personally by it at all.
But just like imagine the again, we're not going to talk about specifics here, but just, you know, an individual that somebody knew for quite some time, years, maybe on this platform, and they invested a lot, gave a lot, and then turn around and they're aligning themselves with just really terrible people. Their true colors show. But it's like, dude, that's human nature. Like, I or someone else could look past that. And but on this channel, what I want to say is, like, it's totally different from my channel. It's just it's like comparing apples to oranges, because Will does his thing. He's more in true crime, more of an advocate for victims' families. There's a focus here. There's information, where mine is more comedy, entertainment purely, and nothing else. So it's like you can't. Yes, we have an association because we're friends. I've grown to know you for so long now, and on a personal level that not many people get to have. I mean, not that it's an honor or anything, but I'm just saying they don't know you that way, So I do,
and I actually make it a point. There's Killshot. I like Killshot, man. Thanks, buddy. Y'all are rock stars.
Killshot's a good dude.
Killshot is a good dude, man. I like that guy a lot. And thank you, Simply Me, and those others who while Morbid was fucking running his mouth, I couldn't say thank you to the new members.
Sorry, guys.
Shut up.
Who would it be? Let me see if I can backtrack.
I was kidding, man. They know. I highlighted them.
Okay.
Sharon Lewis, and let me see. I could see the
Missy Mox, Missy Moo,
Cash, Missy Moo, Sharon Lewis. Yeah. No, I appreciate that, guys.
And you run this channel totally different from I do, because it's totally different genres. Yeah, we have almost the same community because I'm serving the entertainment part of it and comedy part of it, but you're doing like more serious shit on this side, and a little bit, maybe not drama, but just addressing things and etc.
Yeah, hold on, I got to do something here real quick. I was on. Hold on a second. Let me do something here real quick. Where is that dude? I can't do it with my phone because my phone's dead and my charger's fucked. So I got to go get a new charger when we're done here.
I think Wendy knows technology better than you, and I'm not joking about that.
Probably. Yeah, probably. I'm terrible at this. But I'm trying to. Where are you, dude? Hold on. Keep talking, man. Like,
now I can talk.
Yeah, please.
No, I was talking this whole time. I was like, I better shut up. I'm wound up here, man. I'm on fire.
Please do that while okay, there we go. Okay.
Who want me to talk when I have nothing to say?
There we go. No, I needed to give Mistaken Reaper a wrench. That's a good dude right there. Yeah, that's a good dude. I was on his panel yesterday. There was only like 4 people on there, but we were just talking about music and movies and shit. And it was cool. It was pleasant. Thank you so much, Julie. I appreciate that.
And again, we'll explain all this shit and say it until you're blue in the face, and they're still going to take it the wrong way. You can explain something till the cows come home, and people will twist it however they want. That's just how the game is played, my friends.
Now that I'm up here talking about it, I'm almost like missing the point of why I even did this. Like, I'm like, why did I even fucking bother? But at least we're fucking kicking it. So, but it's really important though that, and Hooves on the Ground is cool too, man. You were, I like Hooves on the Ground. Hooves on the Board, actually. Leo member, thank you. I'm just like, I'm super grateful for those of you who get what I do and why I do them, and don't want to crucify me for losing my temper from time to time. God forbid I give a shit, so you guys are fucking awesome. And I guess I was feeling kind of like, fuck, I guess I was just kind of feeling rejected, and
yeah, you were very emotional about it, because it means, see, he was emotional about it, and I could say this behind the scenes because we were texting a lot, and he really cared. Like, Will does care about his people and how his channel's going. Like, it frustrates him, just like any other content creator, right? There's burnout with content creators. There's stress. I mean, there's no like school or university you could go to how to deal with a chat, how to deal with this experience if you had the mods back in the day. There's no go-to instruction book on this or university to attend. So you have to figure it out yourself, and you're human and like everyone else. So
there's
it
not
affects
and
everybody
you
the
and
same.
you and I are similar in the way that, like, when we go live, you know, we'll have a topic of what we're talking about, but none of it's scripted. We never know which way it's going to go.
Or
we
is
never
it?
know.
They'll have to decide. Maybe this whole thing, this whole objective. We got him, Will. See, we faked it all last night. We hired these characters, and now you're talking about it. See how silly it is? You're talking about a comedy bit we put together. Who knows? Okay, my bad. See, I just joke about everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's, if you're going to take that shit so fucking seriously, and yeah, I understand, because some people were, Dietz was like, well, it wasn't the fact that Glera used the word cunt. It's that he was so angry. And I kind of get that, but at the same time, it's like, holy shit, you're not allowed to, like, be real. You're not allowed to have a fucking meltdown on YouTube. Like, that's like, you're not allowed to show that you're human.
Yeah. And Dietz, don't misinterpret it, because you're not, you're not like shitting on her, but I don't, again, this all this shit could be twisted again. So, I mean, you can say it till they're blue in the face. So, like, we like Dietz. I'm sure you do. You always tell me how you respect her and she's just awesome in what she does.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I don't know. I mean,
but it's just
I feel like they're going to take it the wrong way, and it's not.
I kind of get. I do understand. Like, I understand that hearing a man scream and yell and cuss somebody out can be triggering, because it might bring back some old memories that you may have that is none of my business. I don't know. I don't know what the case is.
Triggering is a good word too.
Sure. Right. Like, if I see somebody do it, I laugh. You know what I mean? I made a fool of myself.
Hilarious.
That's all it is. It's all it is. But like, instead, it's like, oh my God, he's such a hateful person, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, man, I'm fucking human. You don't get pissed off. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to tell me, it's like, God forbid that I behave on here the way that I do in my real life from time to time. And what's funny is I don't behave like this in my real life.
People comment.
I keep to myself. I totally keep to myself. And if there's anybody who is in my real life who I'm going to have who's going to bring that out in me, I can sense it, and I'm not even going to be around them, but I can't control who I'm around on here. You know what I mean? Like,
you could set the rules like you do, because again, this channel is way different from mine. So don't associate the two. But you have some guidelines here. You have things that you go by because you want to have the flow a little different, which is fine. I mean, everybody has the right to do so. So, yeah, and there's frustration involved.
Yeah, and if being called a cunt upsets you, don't be a cunt. Sorry.
Oh, you're going to get in trouble again. You better be careful, son.
Yeah, I'm
brother. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. People play victim card after they trigger you. Absolutely. And then, oh my God, he's so abusive and blah, blah.
Or he's drunk. Don't drink and go on YouTube, really.
Yeah, right?
He's a grown-ass man. I mean, what if we told you can't drink, or you could only eat salad for the rest of your life? Not saying you're fat, but I'm just saying, how would you feel, as a grown-ass adult, if we told you what to eat, drink, and so on and so forth, and how to conduct your life on YouTube, by the way?
Yeah, see, Saints Rock It All comes in here. Let's see. You are trash. Now, Saints Rock It All, you are a cunt.
That's my alt account.
Yourself. And so now Saints Rock It All gets to go back to Queen Bee and go, oh, he called me a cunt. Blah, blah, blah. Don't be a fucking cunt. You came in here. Nobody was bothering you.
Yeah, you called him trash. He calls you cunts. Oh, well.
Simple. Don't be a cunt.
Fair game. Fair game.
Fraud Squad, thank you so much. Sup, Glare? I hope your day is going great. It's going better. It's better now.
But think about it, Glare. At least we could keep these folks company. After you came on my live, and we give them something. I didn't expect it. I don't think you did, but at least you service the community when there's no true crime going on. I guess there's no true crime. There's peace in the world now. So
right. Exactly.
There's no missing kids or cold cases to solve. Maybe Ryan Upchurch has something here. Maybe he's the investigator that we all need. Are you going to piss on camera? Yeah. The host just leaves. I'm drinking coffee.
That's dude, you do that all the time. Fuck you. It's like
turn your mic off this time.
You always leave the show on me.
Yeah, that is true. It is awkward. I'll do it again. I'll do it again and again and again. By the way.
And I'm happy to carry the weight, bro.
But yeah, I guess the pure ridiculousness is of everything. It's just funny. And they were talking about you for hours and hours, which again they could do. I mean, I just can't imagine going live hours talking about the glare. I'd rather be in bed with him.
I mean, if you had a reason, you know what I mean? I get it. Like if you had like a reason to like really be upset, okay, I could kind of understand that. But what really fucking happened? You know what I mean? Like it was a personal thing between me and this person who just won't shut the fuck up, and I called her out, and then now it's everyone's problem. You know, like I understand having an opinion about it because we were very public about it, but I mean, is it really that important of a topic to just fucking dwell on and judge someone's character over? And I'm not sitting here saying, you know,
well, a lot of people tuned in, so
you need to know about that girl, and you need to know all about her, and blah blah blah. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying this is what happened years ago, and I don't want to be associated with her at all. I just you know, so I don't want to be associated with channels that I'm just gonna have to fucking stomach her. She sucks. I don't like her. Period. She doesn't like me. And somehow I'm the fucking villain because, you know, I'm not fucking holding her hand and singing Kumbaya. Bullshit. Fuck off.
And you know she wants to call you something. She just can't do it on the internet or she can't do it on a live stream because it'll ruin her image, just like it ruined yours.
She totally yelled at me twice on Dietz's panel, called me a prick, and yet I was still the bad guy. I was sitting there like, what? You know, but I didn't cry and moan and bitch about it. You know,
someone says you're getting salty with me near the end of that live stream. Let me say something, okay? See, I'm not a sensitive guy. Like, I already know Will, like, personally, so whatever he says to me, he could say fuck you, and you did. But that's neither here or there. But, like, I could just look beyond that and be like, dude, that's not the real him. You know, he'll come back tomorrow and it'll be different. I mean, because I already know him. Totally. And that's exactly what happens. It's like, dude, he's a solid dude. And I have the pleasure to know him, and hopefully he feels the same way about me. And that's it. Like, I don't cut my friends loose. You know how many times I tell my friends to fuck off, and they tell me the same thing because we fight. But then because we're friends, like legit friends.
That's why I'm very careful. That's why I'm very careful about who I choose as my friends, who I call friends. I'm very careful about that. And that's why it hurts when a friend fucks you over or betrays you. And I'm going to react. You know, that's going to bring out the worst emotions in me. And that happened years ago. And then yet I still got to fucking stomach her because of the politics of this fucking community. And these politics in this community are something that I'm trying to be very clear about. I don't care for. I don't give a fuck about, oh, well, you know, we have the same subs and blah, blah, blah. I can't do it anymore. You know what I mean? Like, just because we share a lot of the same subs. That's why I was like, unsub. Like, that's it. Go. Bye. Like, do you think that I care about numbers more than I care about having a genuine community?
Yeah, like, that's always been your goal. I remember from the beginning you said that I want to build something good. And you always talk good about your community. You're like, dude, these are awesome people. And you're talking about that main core that follow you, right?
Yeah.
And so I know that was your MO from the beginning. You're like, dude, and you got frustrated a lot because you had different people and you're like, should I even allow these people in? Maybe I should. You know, you're struggling with that constantly, like, because I love my community. I want to protect it. I want to guide them in the right direction. And you're like, my focus will be better. You know, all that pressure's lifted off my shoulders, and I could really hone in and get this, you know, where I need it to go, steer this ship. So you know, you've been really consistent about that. You're just more vocal about it the other night, which wasn't such a bad thing. I mean, at least you're real. You're not sugarcoating it.
Right? Why, you know? And Marge, she's part of that community, but she's been very. She doesn't play one side against the other. She likes me. She likes Queen Bee, and that's cool. My whole thing is like now I'm just simply at a point where I don't want to pretend like, you know, I have to be civil with people, and it's a struggle to be civil with people that I just don't fucking like, you know, and I just got tired of doing it. Like what I said on your panel, because it was funny when we talked about it. Like I woke up and I was like, holy shit, I lost a shit ton of subs. What the fuck happened? And you started to tell me what had happened, and then I was like, well, I was planning on doing that on my channel anyway. My next live was going to be, hey,
which was specifically Queen Bee went live and, you know, talked about it, and that's why you're losing subs, because her chat responded to her, and so that's why. And Will didn't know. He was fucking taking a nap like a little toddler in preschool. So he was just like, oh, wow, did I really say a lot of bad things? I'm like, nah, this is exactly why you're losing subs. This happened earlier when you're sleeping.
Right. And that's cool. You know what I mean? Like that was my own doing. And I had actually planned on doing that. I had actually had a conscious mind to do that sober on this channel and just simply address it. Like, listen, I no longer want to be, because what had happened was I was on Dietz's panel at one point. We were talking about Ryan Upchurch, and then a bunch of fucking dickheads from fucking Queen Bee's channel came over there and started fucking being shitty in the chat and totally steered things in another direction. That was when I had decided that. And I was just like, well, next time I go live, I'm going to address it, blah, blah, blah. But then those people showed up in your chat. And then I was like, I'm just going to say it now, you know, but I absolutely had every intention of saying, if you are part of this Krama bullshit, I don't want any part of you. I want nothing to do with you. I want nothing to do with the Krama community at all. I want to distance myself from it. And I know that means losing subs because I don't care about the quantity of subscribers versus the quality. You know, I don't want anything to do with that shit.
And let me point this out. People are going to spin it like this because I'm a fortune teller. I know. I've been around the block. All right. People are going to say, oh, why do you go on Morbid? Because that's Krama. Honestly, I told you, it's not a true crime channel that I'm running. I just riffed off the Tragedy Pimps, and that's it. Now, do we have some drama? Clearly, people come up on panel, and it's fucking funny as hell. You're going to get a lot of funny laughs about it, and people enjoy it. Otherwise, you wouldn't watch. So we got to bring the funny in multiple different directions to get your attention. But, you know, if he hangs out with us, awesome. I would love Glare. Like, again, he has carte blanche to be on panel whenever the fuck he wants. So,
same with you.
Yeah.
And
so
I don't open my panel, dude, like almost never. So I love the people who are like, you're a drama, Glare. I'm like, am I? Because the only creators that I address are the ones that are victimizing families in these crime cases. Those are the only ones. I don't address the creators that talk about me. I don't make my live streams about people who are talking about me. I don't care.
Well, you wouldn't get anything done if you did that. You'd be
right.
24-hour live stream, Will in his bed trying to sleep. Oh, guys, this guy's now talking bad about me.
Yeah, so don't say that I'm a drama channel when I don't even open my panel and I don't even address the people who are fucking shit talking me on other channels. I don't. This is the one time I'm doing it, and I'm getting it out of the way, and I'm trying to make things abundantly clear to the people who are on the fence about supporting me or not supporting me. I want to mislead you in no way. This is what you see is what you get. What you're hearing me say right now is what you're going to get. So if you stick with me, I'm going to continue discussing people who victimize victims further. That is most of my content. I'm going to cover cases when they happen. I'm going to spread information on certain missing kids. But you know, to listen to these people bitch and whine about, oh, I feel stuck in the middle and I don't know what to do and blah, blah, blah. Well, I make it easy for you. Fuck off. It's that easy.
You know what's funny? If you type the glare in YouTube, there are more videos on the glare than there are of Hunter Biden's laptop. Okay? He's more popular than, you know.
So stupid. And it doesn't bother
conventional modern day news.
It doesn't bother me one bit, man. Like, cause like I have you and I have Cherry here, and I have a lot of people in this chat right now, clearly being supportive, who are people of common sense who say, all right, well, if this is the glare, show receipts, you know. Same as you and the bullshit people are saying about you that's all spliced up, and yet this original video is nowhere to be found.
And played out of context, spliced up, edit, played out of context, because no one cares about context on YouTube, especially if you're doing an exposed video. That would defeat the purpose of the narrative you're trying to spin, right?
Agreed.
Just like they do with the glare. Played out of context.
She said, "You have always been you have always been my fave on here. I might lurk other channels, but stay out of drama. I can't with my anxiety, and I'm scared to go on panels. Dude, my anxiety got the best of me, dude. Like, and you know what it was? Like, my anxiety got the best of me because I was holding in my shit. You know, like I was just trying to be respectful to Deets, and I straight up like, and this I'm not sad fishing here or nothing, but like." And simply because I have, you know, bad habits, and you know, I don't do enough cardio, but well, I kind of do actually, but like for a second, like I felt my heart going and then I got lightheaded for a second. I got scared, and
fuck, YouTube did that to you?
Yeah, well, YouTube didn't do it. Me having to sit here and act like I'm, you know, and be civil towards people who I fucking can't stand. Fucking did that. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not going to compromise my physical health to be nice to people who don't deserve to be nice, deserve me to be nice to. Fuck them. You know?
That's your prerogative, and I think you should just fuck it. Ignore them, move on. I mean, that's probably the best you can do. Because it's not worth it. And you mentioned that before, like you feel like this weight is off your shoulder. There's some depression that you've been struggling with, like, you know, most people do, but you realize this was definitely the first step to getting rid of some of that extra stress, you know, cutting yourself of these ties, you know, was significant to getting started on the right track again, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, I mean, I guess just, you know, I was kind of being a pussy by wanting to do this live just to kind of see where my community stands with me right now based on everything that took place. But so I appreciate the reassurance. It sucks that I'm such a pussy that I needed it, but I did. I'm not afraid to admit that. You guys are fucking great. And I'm truly, truly grateful for people who get me and understand what I'm doing here. And they're not focused on the stupid bullshit that everybody's whining about, you know, like
they're like a fart in the wind.
Totally.
Direction it blows.
Yeah. So basically, we just cut the fat out is what happened here. So those of you that are here,
that's fat shaming. Come on, man.
Well, somebody who, you know what I mean, like for people to say that I don't care about my subs.
He cares too much, to be honest.
Is asinine. No, it's asinine because, like, the fact that all of you guys that are here regardless of what kind of shit you're going to get by being in someone else's chat, like, that shit resonates with me in a way that you'll never truly understand because I can never actually express how positively that resonates with me and how much you mean to me. So I'm
so
grateful
more
to you guys. So,
but he's being honest because you always talk about that. Like ever since I've known you, like for years now, like you always speak highly of your community. I'm like, okay, Glare, I get it. You fucking love them, dude. Leave me alone. You want a cookie? I mean, So it's genuine. It's coming from a place deep down inside where there is a heart somewhere that showed up by the way when he was talking with Wendy that no one cares about. Clearly, that segment sucked to them. It was our best though.
Like after this, I'm not going to address Queen Bee or any of those other people. I have no interest in it. This is just me making sure that we all understand each other. Me and my community understand each other. And it's just that simple. So, I mean, if you're wondering like what's going on and where's he going? What direction is he going to take after this? I'm going to continue doing what I do. Period.
Well, don't show up on my panel because then they're going to be 50 live streams quickly about you again.
Yeah, every time I fucking go on your panel, I'm drinking and then I get in trouble. Always. Every time.
Well,
but
for stupid, ridiculous stuff. And I hope we made light heart of it.
I'm learning to enjoy it. Like, I mean, and then, you know, I got Hello Starlight in here. We've never gotten along, but at least she has some fucking common sense and understands.
Cherry says blame Morbid. Absolutely. Why not? You know, I'm the easy. I mean, might as well, because I've always been looking to go that way again, you know, or that way.
Yeah, cancel Morbid. Cancel us both. Fuck
please. We've been begging. We've been praying.
Like,
well, I've been. And I don't even believe in God.
Yeah,
I used to.
Because that's the thing is, you know, we know what all the haters are thinking, but I wanted to go live and see what the other side thinks and give them a chance to speak up. And, you know, and yes, I did. I was looking for validation and reassurance. When you have a mob of people saying things, it's like, you know, you wonder, can so many people be wrong? And the thing is I understand to some degree. I understand, but you know, this channel's never been for the faint of heart. You know, your channel is not supposed to be for the faint of heart. And you know, people with their, you know, I'm triggered bullshit, like, fuck off. Like, don't watch it. Don't watch me. Don't watch him. We don't care. We don't fucking care.
And dude, I mean, you've been doing this for a long time, way too long to be honest, but this is your thing. This is your gig. This is what you do. And this is what you do really well now. So, I know you were like, oh man, I lost 100 subs, whatever. I mean, I laugh at that because I've lost 10,000 subs before.
If you all don't know, let me give you a little backstory on Morbid here. So he had a channel of 4. This dude just he had over 100,000 fucking subs and fucking
almost 300,000 on one point. Yeah.
A shit ton of money waiting for him in AdSense and just deleted the shit. Just fucking because this bullshit got to him. You know, like this, like, fuck this. This sucks.
One time, you know? And I told you this, I lost over 70,000 subs within 24 hours because my troll videos got to this community and they thought it was hilarious. And I was like, okay, you know, you got me. Now I got to move on.
I am going to go piss, so keep talking.
Okay. And what I thought was funny was there's actually dedicated YouTubers who were streaming my Social Blade with the loss of the subs in real time, and that was awesome. I guess it was that important, but that's cool. That's all good. Turn your mic off. Is my mic on or off? It should be on. I don't know. So what do we talk about here? Again, if you did not listen to that Wendy interview that we had, an introduction, make sure you got to listen to it. The live stream's up, I believe. And again, if you're looking for that full live stream, for some reason you really need it because somebody didn't clip it up by now, that 8-hour, 9-hour live stream we did the other night, the Glare never asked me to delete it or anything, all right? Again, there was some shit that happened at the end, and I just found it easier to just splice that last part. And it does me I'm not going to sit there and fucking edit an entire 8-9 hour live stream, process that shit. I'm not going to do it. So if you really want it, email me. I would be more than happy to send it to you, and you could upload it to your YouTube channel and you can have it forever. I will never copyright strike. So
And it
take
takes so fucking long to process.
Imagine a fucking 8.5, 9-hour live stream to process that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. I ain't doing shit, man.
Right.
I got better things to do. So I'll give it to you all. I'll give it to you in a compressed file if you really need it.
And that was the thing is I had every intention of not staying for that live. But when Wendy came up, because I didn't know about the surprise guest, it was a surprise to me. I didn't know, you didn't tell me about it behind the scenes.
Yeah, you asked, but I was like, nah, I can't do that, man. It's a mystery.
Right. So when I saw she came up, I was like, oh man, I got to be part of this. You know, like I have to. Like I missed her so much. It was so fucking cool.
Did the movie suck that bad? The intro of that movie you were watching that night?
No, we ended up watching it yesterday, which actually we really enjoyed it.
What was it actually?
I
don't even remember what you watched.
Always Bash Brothers. Hey, drop Killshot's. Killshot's got a channel. Can you drop his link in the chat, please?
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh yeah, he did mention that before. I'm gonna have to go check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, $2 buys you a fucking channel shill, homie. Absolutely. We already addressed that. Hello, Starlight.
What was it?
She's talking about Space Monster and her dumbass. Yeah,
Who?
we already. Right.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, because everybody's curious about that.
Right. Yeah.
Nail-biting content with that subject.
I forgot we even talked to her. She was so stupid. She was just so fucking dumb.
You know, I yelled at her because I thought she porn bombed. I just went off on her, called her grandma, you stupid ass, get off YouTube, bitch. And it wasn't even her, so I did apologize, though, and I'll apologize again next live. I was really terrible. I didn't know. I was like, how did this lady figure out how to porn bomb? I don't even know how to do that. Fuck. Some grandma from Australia knows how to do it, and I don't.
$3 gets you a finger peen through the zipper. That's what $3 gets you. And I get to call you a cunt, too. Oh, my God. Kelly Green, thank you. I mean, I was planning on going live anyway, but this is just like the elephant in the room kind of thing. Like if I would have just went live about something else, like, it was on my mind. It wouldn't have been honest. And you guys know how important it is for me to be honest with you guys. So, and I know this is not the normal content I do. So I do apologize for that, but I felt like it needed to be done. So
well, serious question.
While it happens,
dude, serious question. Dude, is true crime a real crime? Is it slow now? I mean, seriously, I'm not trying to joke around because no one's covering anything significant here. It's you, and then throw in my friend Daisy, the cow lady, and then go back to you, and then Summer Wells, and then you, and then. I mean, seriously, there's got to be some missing kids out there.
Yeah, I lied.
Oh wait, they don't get views. Okay, they covered.
I ripped you off, Kursuma. I lied. Grift alert. But thank you.
But they are true crime channels, by the way. They just don't cover it right now. It's a dry spell. It's the summer, guys. Give them a break.
Yeah. There's no.
The weather's too hot to cover.
Right. Better talk about Summer Wells, or not Summer Wells, but Tagger.
I'm sure they're bringing back Chris Watts' case. I mean, looking into the shadows again of I don't even know.
Some people did because there was like the anniversary of it or whatever.
Oh my God.
And it's just like, man, even now it's like just fucking quit.
Stop. I mean, cover Jack the Ripper, okay? Just bring out all the past stuff,
Fuck it, yeah, exactly. Stupid. Like I thought about doing a Ken and Barbie killer stream, that's the kind of thing I would do like for Patreon or something like that. But I'm not even. I deleted the Discord for Patreon because I haven't even been put. Yeah, like nobody's even really subscribed to it anymore, and I'm not even putting out any Patreon content. So So, but when I decide what I'm gonna do, and but I can't keep doing the drunk true crime thing. Like, I had this thing on Patreon where I would do like drunk true crime instead of like drunk history. I would just get fucking hammered, wasted on scotch.
That sounds fun.
It was, but then it got not fun. Like, I think Albert Fish fucking depressed me. Like, it traumatized me. I was like, this is not fun at all, dude. Like, this is fucking terrible. This is like the most horrific shit I've ever fucking talked about in my life. And then I just got, Now, talking about OJ was fun. I did a drunk OJ stream, which was just a blast. So maybe I'll revamp that, but just be a lot more careful about the topics I go over. But Albert Fish just fucking fucked my head up. I was like, oh God. Yeah, and agreed, Deepak Mocktail. Right. Watts Island started all of this shit in the Krama era. Absolutely. I just feel so bad for the Rucheks, man. Like, they're just constantly people talking about them, and it's like, dude, it's been 5 years and they still haven't been able to mourn peacefully. 5 fucking years.
And now people are kind of still onto this Idaho murders thing, right? And it's like, dude, come on, guys.
That fucking
really
blows my mind. That kills me, because there's no like real information. Like, sometimes, like, there's a court hearing and then you go over the court hearing. I understand that, but other than that, there's a gag order, so there's no information being released as far as the case goes. And I mean, they're just fucking milking it. It's so stupid.
And it's not like they come up with anything new. They're doing the same thing everybody else is doing, looking at YouTube videos for more information as best as possible. And they reference each other. That's how sad it is, for new information on the case. And then, they look on articles. Dude, you're mute. I mean, it sounds better that you're mute. You're mute, buddy.
No, what I was doing was merging your voice onto mine.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to tell me in back chat we're doing this bit.
Well, no, I mean, $2. She just asked me to do that, so
Oh, okay. I'm not even looking at it. Okay.
I gave her $2 worth. That's all I was doing.
I fucked that up for you. Sorry.
We're too.
I'm not paying attention.
We're too fucking silly, dude.
Oh, but we should. I mean, you should make clear, because it's going to be twisted again, because you love Deets.
I do.
And so you're not criticizing her to the point where you're best bashing, because she's, I don't know how she's going to take it, but I mean, I don't think it was that.
But no, it was the vibe that was there. If I would have, like, when people are saying, when she was sitting there so upset, I don't understand this. I wanted to be like, well, you opened your panel and the topic is YouTube drama. So, like, what did you expect? And I, and if I would have said that, the rest of the panel would have been like, "Oh my God, you're attacking Deets now! How dare you, you piece of shit!"
We predict that's going to happen, though.
We
can almost guarantee, which is that's the silliness of all this. And people have to realize that it's just so dumb. But hopefully she understands. I think she could. She will.
I think hopefully. She will. I hope so.
Because she's cool.
And I hope she understands. I hope she understands why I didn't bring it up on her panel.
And it's not like you're asking her to take a position here, and no one should be asking anybody.
No, I'm not asking anybody to take a position. She still has a wrench on my channel. She's welcome here anytime she wants, and I'm not asking her to disassociate herself from other people and giving an ultimatum. Maybe I worded it poorly by saying unsub from me, but what I mean by that, I should elaborate, is I just simply don't want to be associated in any way, shape, or form with a certain side of YouTube. The Krama thing, I can't fucking do it. It's not a personal thing with, I understand that Deets kind of, juggles that a little bit, and that's fine, but it's not something. Yeah. It's not something personal that I have against her at all. Like I said, she's always welcome here, and she's always going to have my respect. because she's an individual separate from that. But I want to focus my content more. That's what I mean by unsub from me, because I don't want to be connected to that anymore. I don't want to be connected to the Krama. Like it's so draining, it's just so draining. And for people to act like, oh, well, it's not the Krama, it's the people that are no, it's I mean, yeah, you're right. It's the people. I don't want to associate with most of those people, and there's just a couple here and there that I would pick and choose. Like I fuck with Chasing Truth, I fuck with Deets on the Streets, I fuck with Jonesin, I fuck with Makeup Mobster. You know what I mean?
You
I don't
fuck them all. How dare you cheat on me?
Shut up.
Someone clip that up quickly.
Yeah, that's gonna get fucking twisted. But yeah, I there are people that I like who are involved in that, but I am just making it public that I am trying to separate myself from any of that content. I really am. I just it's so exhausting, and it gives me a fucking headache, and it gave me a minor heart attack today. I think it was just an anxiety attack. I get those sometimes, but I never got lightheaded like that. That freaked me out.
Yeah, and you can't take medication for that, right? Something like in your system that rejects it.
No. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Oh, psych meds? Yeah, I just won't. I mean,
that's against. Okay.
You want to see me get boring? Yeah, you want to see me become boring as fuck? Yeah, I'll take fucking things.
It takes a while though, because my psychiatrist, because I've had one since 2008, and a psychologist for therapy. I knew like it took like almost a good 6 months for them to figure out what medications actually worked better for me, because I understand what you're talking about. Like certain medications make you feel like a zombie and fucked up, and then others a little bit better. So it took a while to figure out that right sort of formula, I think. I don't know. I mean, it does help, especially with panic attacks and anxiety. I mean, but it's a journey that you have to go through for a bit for them to figure it out what works best for you.
Yeah, for me, what works best for me is I try to focus on things I'm grateful for. I try to wean out, like, because what happens is I fuck with myself. In my mind, I'm fucking with myself. I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to like anxiety and depression. Right. So I just end up going down this fucking horrible rabbit hole of beating myself up. And so the Glare thing is kind of a tool that I use to manage that. And it works pretty well for the most part. Like, you guys think I'm bad? You should have met me fucking 5 years ago. But
people change, evolve over time, and Glare has from when he first started to now, and then you still go through changes. It's not like the work is done. It's still a work in progress, like everyone should be doing, to better themselves, or at least get to where you need to get to, which we all won't, but we'll resemble that thing the closest if we keep working at it. So, you got to do what you got to do.
Like, I'm definitely far from perfect. You know what I mean? But
really, you didn't have to say it out loud. We knew that.
I apply these things. I have to consciously apply those things, or else I end up being my own worst enemy, and I end up like destroying myself. And I just can't afford to do that anymore. But
some people don't change, but you're always willing to.
Sometimes I slip. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I slip, man.
That change only comes when the individual's ready for that change or wanting to be better. And Will's always done that, so he's going to mess up along the way, as will I, as will anybody else. We're all humans.
That's where accountability comes in.
But the sad part is most people won't change because they won't take that responsibility to do to better their lives.
Awareness. That's where awareness comes in. And by awareness, I mean self-awareness. And people
one of your acronym. Right.
They're too goddamn scared of the mirror getting held in front of their face. They're too goddamn scared of it. And like if I'm on Dietz's panel, it happens. Like there are moments where somebody will say, like Dietz, because I respect her, she was like, you said to unsub from Queen Bee. And I was like, no, I didn't. I don't remember saying that. She was like, yes, you did. But I trust her. I don't remember saying it, but I trust her. And I don't think that she would misquote me because she is very good at fact checking. So if I did say that, then I'm accountable. I said it. I didn't mean to. I shouldn't have said it. But
in a state of mind that is different from what it is usually.
Right.
You know.
But I'm not too proud to say, oh, shit, I fucked up. And I said something I shouldn't have said, you know? Some people might think, well, what about saying the word cunt and yelling and screaming? Well, sorry. I'm just.
Yeah, he did that last week, too. And the week before and the week previous.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just not going to apologize for that.
I think the way you said it this time really got to people. You know, that extra... You know, oomph, you know, the emphasis, the
cunt.
Yeah.
Terrible.
You went a little too far in that pronunciation of it, I have to say.
So fucking dumb.
See how silly and ridiculous? You got to make lighthearted of everything, people.
Right. Like, you know,
it really isn't that bad.
It's like, seriously, all I'm asking is like, you know, use your common sense. Like, if I make a fool out of myself, that's exactly what I did. There's no reason to get hurt by it. Laugh at me for fucking being an idiot. You know what I mean? Like I'm okay with that. You know,
and he'll do it again. Trust me.
But sit here and say that. Just yeah, exactly. And just sit here and act like I traumatized you because I fucking yelled. You know, like that's life, man. People fucking do that, dude. You know what I mean? I didn't fucking shoot anybody. Calm the fuck down.
I mean, but again, Deeds could feel the way that she does, and you know, we respect that, and you know, it is what it is. We're not saying how to feel.
No, and like
everyone takes it a different way. So.
Fair enough, right? That's fair, and I appreciate you correcting me on that because, like, I mean, because again, I do feel, honestly, I feel like I understand that there are people who feel as though. Hearing someone lose their temper like that can bring back some fucking, can dredge up some shit, you know? And I get
from
that.
Their past experience,
sure. So I try to watch it, but at the same time, it's just like, well, you know, it's gonna fucking happen, you know? Like, relax, it's gonna fucking happen from time to time. You know, God forbid that you get raw honesty from me, raw, honest feelings from me. God forbid.
Yeah.
You know? It's not like I don't try to control it. It's not like I'm constantly up here yelling and screaming and fucking cussing people out and calling everybody a cunt.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And Will, you know, I don't mean to bring up our personal shit, but I'm going to be very kind of vague here. Sure. We talked about just personally, you know, behind the scenes as we text.
I'm listening.
Talk to each other. You know, we talk about, you know, our past relationships or whatnot. Yeah, maybe we're not physically abused, but sometimes it happens in past relationships we possibly might have, or verbal abuse from, you know, our partners back in the day. But I think everybody sort of registers that or understands that differently because we're not so public about it because we just kind of move on. Like, that's my thing, is like, I wouldn't, because I respect that partner so much, and no matter how bad the past relationships were, I would never speak about it publicly. I would rather move on and ignore that. I think I'm doing more of a service that way. But we do understand that that could be triggering, the abuse, and you've been through it verbally because you share that in your past relationships. But we just don't mention it. But it could be triggering to people, like you mentioned, like maybe Dietz is triggered by it or someone else. That if you say those words, then okay, we understand it. But, you know, everyone reacts differently, but everybody does have a past experience.
Sure.
But we just react differently, and we're at different levels at this point. Because sometimes I would react way differently, maybe even a year ago, or 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it took me time to be where I'm at now, and I'm not even perfect. I still need to change and evolve. And
I mean,
so it's a work in progress.
And not to give too much away, but like, you know, what you're referring to, dude, I got to tell you, you're a fucking champ, dude. Like what you're personally have recovered from or are recovering from is no fucking joke. And like,
well, the journey continues for everybody, you and me both.
Right.
You know how that goes. This never ends. So it's like they could do what they want, but what are we going to do? Right? What are we going to do for our
how
future?
do we handle it? Right. How do we deal?
And that's all we could control.
And that's everybody's own fucking journey. Don't make me responsible for your fucking journey. You know what I mean? Like I'm out here worried about myself, and people want to say, "Oh, well, that's selfish. That's selfish." Well, maybe we all need to be a little selfish in the sense where, like, as long as you're not victimizing anybody, and but selfish in the sense that you're focused on your own betterment. But a lot of people just look at that like, well, it's this person's fault for this, and it's that person's fault that I'm like this, and blah 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 blah. And it's like, no,
Well, what's so wrong with you looking out for yourself? Because who else is going to look out for you in this world? That's the reality. The people that you trusted most could backstab you, and you know how that is, and you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying to you right now. You could spend years and years with this individual, and they'll backstab you at any moment. So how can you gave full trust? So you got to protect you, because no one else is going to do it for you.
That's a fair observation that I don't want to overlook. Evil Queen is saying that Dietz was upset about more than just this. There's other stuff going on YouTube that was getting to her too. And that's it wouldn't be fair to not acknowledge that.
Yeah, but that's her journey now, so we can't speak on that.
And I'm here for support, if she wants it, honestly, because
me too. But who wants support from me?
I'm a good. Well, I pride myself in being a good judge of character, and I think that Dietz has got a heart of gold. I honestly do. I do believe.
Yeah, I like her a lot.
Yeah. So the olive branch is extended. I'm not giving her any ultimatums or anybody else any ultimatums. If I said that when I was drunk, I apologize. But I do, I meant when I said, as far as I don't want anything to do with the Chroma community anymore. I want to distance myself from it as far as possible. It's toxic as fuck, and I hate it, and it makes me sick. So,
and you talked about being fake and all that. And that's why I'm at the point where I'm at, because I had to learn it the hard way. And that's why I refuse to be fake on the internet. I'd rather be as close as possible to the real me. And what I say is what it is. And I'm unapologetic for it because, I'm just going to say it. And trust me, you could look at my live stream. It's easy to be a troll of mine because you could clip up anything I say, play it out of context, and make a channel about it and spin the narrative however you want. Trust me, you're going to get gold from anything I say. The ridiculousness shit that I say and play it out of context. Very easy to do expose videos on me. Trust me. I've said a lot of shit, and I will continue to because I'm not afraid. I don't fear that.
Same here. Like I said, I mean, I'm accountable for every word that comes out of my mouth, man. And I know they're gonna get clipped. They get clipped all the time. It just is. That's what we do here.
And I'd rather
don't get to play victim about it.
I'd rather go down and be destroyed, than sell out and be a fake and someone that doesn't speak his mind or her mind. It's just not the way that I go. But I had to learn this for a very long time and be patient. So, but I understand it, and I know, and that's all I'm going to say because
people just see and hear whatever the fuck they want. Look at this delusional asshole here.
Oh, great.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so funny. Like,
bring on the whiskey. I don't drink whiskey, but I used to.
Saying angry shit. And you know what I mean? Like, nobody lost their temper on here. We're having a very, very calm and very logical, rational conversation. What are you hearing?
Dude, people are going to interpret it differently because, and you know what? I'm going to tell you a fact right now. These people that hate you and maybe hate me, I can't imagine anyone hating me. They're probably the biggest fans and listeners. They listen to everything we do. They're our biggest followers because, they hate us, right? They're our biggest haters, but they love listening. That's for sure. They
sure do, yeah.
They can't tune out. They got to have every day 24 hours of Glare or me because they're our biggest supporters behind the scenes.
I love the Canuckian.
Wine cooler Willie, isn't that Wendy? Yeah. Wendy sure loves your wine coolers, man.
No, I actually really like that person. They're funny.
Yeah, I've seen some funny comments from that person.
Yeah, and if you even if you hate me, if you're clever, like you're not gonna get hidden, you're not gonna get timed out. You know what I mean? Like if you're actually clever and funny.
Well, hold on, was it the other live you're timing out?
Yeah.
Well,
no,
my thing.
No. I was totally abusing the
joke.
wrench because I know
It's funny
because Morbid actually fucking loves it. He thinks it's hilarious.
It is funny, but I mean, come on, man. You gotta be a good boy sometimes.
I mean, I was
the people's chat, man.
I didn't show up on fucking some channel that she was on panel and start talking shit. You know what I mean? Like,
fair enough. Big boy.
I guess, yeah, because I was like, come up. If you're gonna fucking talk shit, just come up and say what you gotta say. And then when they weren't, they're like, I'm not gonna do that, blah 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 blah, and talk shit. So I'm gonna time them out because nobody wants to hear what you're gonna say unless you're gonna fucking say it. You know what I mean? Yep. So that was my justification behind like timing her out obnoxiously the way that I was. and besides that, it just made me laugh. I enjoyed it. It was funny to me.
Hey, just an quick update. You know how I put that offer out there? If someone because they're saying we dirty deleted it, and I was protecting that live stream for Glare, and I put that offer out there. If you really want that entire live stream, please email me, and no one has 0.0.
Yeah, so, they're like 8 hours.
They were interested before. And said that it was dirty deleting. Really, I'll give it to you.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but no one wants it, I guess. So there it is. Not even Wendy wants it. She would email me right away. Jimmer, can you send me the live? No, she doesn't even want that shit. Oh, I love her.
She was great. She was super sweet.
We're the only two that cared. And a couple others that were. The people cared. The people cared.
The people did care.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is the people's channel after all. Not this one. This is the Glare channel. This is the other motherfuckers. Yeah. Y'all motherfuckers don't get that kind of carte blanche in here. Like,
yeah, there are rules here.
Yeah. I'm all of a sudden gonna change my rules because of you. No, you guys gotta still follow the rules. Cherry runs the chat. Whatever Cherry says goes. I just put that on her. Like just completely just like shed responsibility.
Yeah, shift all of that blame on one person.
It's Cherry. Yeah, whatever the fuck happens in chat, it's just Cherry.
Selena, hi in chat. Selena was so mad. It was funny, but she understood. She was waiting backstage that night, and it's like I'm not really paying attention. I saw people back there, but I'm not pulling everybody up that's backstage. I mean, there's got to be a flow to it. You know, I just randomly, you're talking to that girl, and I'm just, Selena, whoa, hey, Selena, you want to add to this conversation? So she was a little bit sensitive, and I told her, you know, in chat, I said, hey, don't be sensitive. She thought I hated her, and that's why I wasn't letting her on. I mean, see, everyone's blowing it out of proportion, even in the back chat of StreamYards. I mean, I got to calm her down. It's like, you know, and she understood. She's like, oh, okay. You know, I just thought that was funny because I'm sure it's going to happen again to other people. I'll get offended by me not bringing them on. And that's not even the my mindset. So,
I mean, yeah, like the thing is there's no formula. Like what I love about your channel is there's no fucking formula. You know, like when I get up there, I know I'm probably going to get in trouble, but I just don't fucking care. It's like I just
and
don't
the hits
care.
just keep on coming.
Like,
this motherfucker kept coming back. He's like, I got to go watch a movie. I got a date. Fucking comes back in 5 minutes. I'm back, guys.
Oh man, yeah.
You're kind of like that.
I thought I was going to get in a lot more trouble, and I didn't get in nearly as much trouble as I thought I was going to get. Because
again, it wasn't such a big deal. Everyone always has to make a big deal out of it because it's the glare.
That glare.
You know, at the end of the night, she was agreeing with you, the Jewish lady. She just kept agreeing with you. She's like, Glare, what you just said, I agree with. I was just like, what happened to this? I mean, what drug is she on? Send it over to the Glare. It was like a happy drug or something.
I got such a fucking weak, man. And I got such a weak name. Like, I felt so insecure when I was on panel with you and fucking Killshot. So it's like, Killshot, Morbid, the Glare. It's like terrible, dude. Fucking terrible. I'm not changing my name now. Not doing it. But
Flare, like people call you.
I should call myself like Fire Eagle or something.
I think it should be the Glare Witch Project. That's what I think.
The Glare Witch Project. It's about as low budget.
And instead of the cam that you're using in HD, just get like those VHS quality cams. Just the 80s cams. It's just shaky images you may throw up watching the stream.
That's totally what happens, because I always end up like going on my like table here and then like it shakes. Like...
Yeah, just do that the whole time. Have a green screen with you in the woods somewhere with a tent up. Little sticks, like cross sticks of witchcraft.
Exactly. All right, so I think it's time to wrap this up, man.
Sounds good, man.
We're not doing like an 8-hour thing, and you came up here on the fly, and I really, really appreciate it, man. You came through always as a homie. You're fucking dope. Seriously.
All right, I'm gonna bounce out. You do your ending, all right?
All right, man. Thanks,
dude. Thanks for having me.
Oh, always a pleasure.
There I am. Total darkness.
Kick. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. I know. You guys can thank me later. I know you're fucking sick and tired of listening to that shit. Just kidding. No, man. Morbid's a fucking solid dude, man. Seriously. And I'm really grateful to call him a friend. So but you guys really fucking lifted me up after everything. And I can't even tell you how much that means to me. You guys are fucking great. So thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you guys for understanding me. Thank you guys for understanding what I do on the channel. Thank you guys for understanding what I do on other people's channels. You guys are fucking fantastic. And I love you very, very much. And we will do this again very soon, my friends.